Hi, this is Dr. Shing over at HealthFit, and this is Coach B. And today we're going to be talking about open chain versus closed chain exercises. So the difference is with closed chain exercises, your foot or your arm or your hand is always in contact with an object.
Right.
So with squats and lunges, your foot's always on the ground. With open chain exercises, at the gym, you have your seated knee extensions,
Right.
and also the hamstring curls,
Right.
where your foot is kind of moving in space.
Right.
Now with those, there's not as much control. With the closed chain exercises, you have more control with your movement because there's more stability.
Yes.
Now I have a baseball player, he's a catcher, and I was wondering from a health specialist what you would recommend in terms of exercises for him to rehab his knee.
That's a really good question, because I do have a lot of athletes and they ask me the same question when they're at the gym themselves. Is it okay if I do a leg extension? Is it okay if I do a hamstring curl? And for me personally, and from my experience when we're working with athletes, some of these open chain movements are not as beneficial as we'd like to believe. So the athlete is thinking that they're putting in work. But in a lot of cases, there's not a real good transfer of or benefit for that exercise to transfer into that person's given sport, right? So that's, as an athlete, the number one thing that they should be looking at. How does this exercise transfer over to my given sport so that it'll help improve my performance, right? So again, from my experience, some of these open chain movements like the leg extension and the hamstring curls do not transfer as well to a person or to an athlete's given sport.
Right, so they're functionally, sounds like functionally closed chain exercises are better.
They're better for them. Once you take a muscle and you start to put it in isolation,
Right.
The body in and of itself doesn't really, it works better when everything's working in unison together. It's going to have to try to figure out stability, right? It's going to have to try to figure out how it needs to move in space. And when you take that element out of it and just try to isolate that one particular muscle, right, it's just another added layer for the body to try to figure out what to do.
Okay, great. If you have any questions on how we can keep you active and mobile, please give us a call or leave comments below. Thanks.